built that tolerance to the point where, I don't know, masochism and they like to wait.
All right, everybody, welcome to Hot Couch Potato, the podcast that talks about video games and sweating. My name is Brent, aka Boo-Wop. I'm here with my man's Rick, aka A New Perfect Day. What's going on, man?
Hey, I just came back from Washington, Spokane, and it was pretty nice there. I learned that I have some awesome axe throwing skills, even though originally I didn't want to throw the axe because I was like, man, this is too tough. I'm not good. I'm out of shape. But then it turns out after the first 30 minutes of not sticking the board, I landed my first one. I was like, oh, interesting. So then after that, I got pretty accurate. So now I'm an official monster hunter in real life.
Wait. How big of an axe are we talking about here? Is it one where you have to two-hand it?
No, it's those one-handed axes.
Oh, okay. It's like a hatchet type thing?
Yeah, like a hatchet. And then at first I was like, man, I don't understand how these people. And then there's that too. The lady next to us, she's kind of big, but she was landing every single throw and it was hitting directly in the center. And I was like, this is crazy. So that's what got me motivated. And then once I started landing it, I started hitting all of the marks. And I was like, damn, dude, I'm a hunter-gatherer. I'm an official hunter-gatherer. So if we ever get lost in the forest, you can rely on me to throw one axe. And if I miss, then damn shit.
I was going to say, what if we're in the woods, man? I'm getting attacked by a bear. The bear's on top of me, trying to eat me, Revenant style, dude. Can I trust you to throw the axe and hit the bear in the face, dude?
Of course. See, the thing is, if it does not hit, at least the axe will be in your vicinity, and I'll yell from afar, "Oh, the axe is next to you! Grab it!"
It's gonna be one of those things. You hit me with the axe. I'm like, oh fuck! I have the axe in my hand. Cuts off my hand and shit, dude.
Oh my god! Yep.
Have you ever seen Shaun of the Dead?
Yes, yeah.
That old British zombie movie where they're in a bar. Oh yeah, it has your Winchester in it, dude.
Ooh.
And the guy's struggling with a zombie, and there's a girl that just has these darts because they're in a bar. There's a dartboard. She has these darts, so she starts throwing darts, and the guy's like, "What are you doing? Why are you throwing darts?" And she hits the bullseye on the dartboard. He's like, oh, "Okay, cool, yeah, throw the darts." So the next dart she throws goes straight into his head. It's like, ah. That's how I imagine your axe throwing skills will be, dude. It'll be too much pressure, dude.
It probably wouldn't go in you, but it'll probably just knock you out on the time.
Get hit with the blunt end of the fucking axe, dude.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny, man. So you spent 4th of July out there?
Yeah. I think it's illegal for fireworks for Spokane. Spokane is a little small place, and the city is pretty quiet. I guess there is things to do, but for that kind of vibe, it's if you're willing to kind of retire, because we're seeing a lot of the older generation out there, and everyone is crazy nice, super nice. Even though we were the minority up in there, it's one per, I don't know, 50 people. It just felt like everyone was super nice, and they. Oh, and that's the thing too. They're pretty good at starting conversations for a really long time. So if you're in the middle of the drive-through, they're gonna ask you those open-ended questions, and it will turn out to be a conversation while we're backing up the line in the drive-through kind of thing. There's one time the guy was he literally sat on the ledge or whatever. Those drive-through windows, and it has those. I don't know how do you say it? It's like a shelf kind of thing. Yeah, he was literally sticking his legs out, sitting down and having a conversation, taking our order, and we're like, God damn, you're halfway there. You might as well hop in the car, kind of thing. So,
what the hell? So he was not inside at all, dude. He was just totally outside the store.
He was inside, but he was making his way outside through the little window, sitting on the window ledge.
What the fuck?
And that was interesting, but and then the other places we went to, they were doing the same thing. They're like, oh, I hope you enjoy the soup, and they had
Hmm.
like a history of what, the soup and all that, and like they're just telling the whole backstory of things. And then there's the last restaurant we went to was on the 4th of July. The guy comes up to the waiter, and he takes our order, but
Hmm.
he forgets our order because he's trying to do it by memory or whatnot.
Oh wow. Uh-huh.
And I was like, man, this is not good customer service at first. But I thought, it's like, man, maybe it's because X, Y, and Z. But we're giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Hmm.
And then he
Hmm.
comes back, brings our order, and then he starts first. He opens up with some joke, some blonde joke, and I was like, okay, this is strange. Okay, and then like I was laughing, and
What? Just a random blonde joke, dude?
exactly. And
Okay.
then the next time he like, of course this to check up on us, and then he like opens up with another joke. But this one's like a dad joke, so it was starting to get a little cringy. And then the third time he like, when he was bringing back our check, he was opening up or he told another joke, and I was literally the only one laughing at the table because I was laughing to
Mm-hmm.
be
Hmm.
kind. He's putting his heart out here.
Wait, was everybody else over it, or the jokes just really weren't that
I
funny?
think yeah, they're
Oh,
like
okay,
over it,
okay.
and they're just like we just want to kind of go and whatnot. But he's friendly, and he was just trying to, he's trying to earn his tips. He was earning
Sure,
his tips,
sure,
so I
sure,
was the only
sure.
one laughing. And then when we thought it was done, when he was catching us leaving, he was telling us another joke. So we stood there for like another 2 minutes listening to this joke, and we didn't get it, so nobody was laughing. And then he like said the punchline, and I was like, "Oh my god, yeah, that's pretty funny, yeah, ha ha." And then we like ran out the door. So it went from like a funny jokes to, oh
Just went
man,
downhill, dude.
yeah, it was getting so super cringy. I was like, man, dude, you're pretty nice and friendly, but what's going
So,
on, man? Like,
so the jokes didn't help his tip out at all since he fucked up for you guys, dude.
shoot, I gave him the decent tip, so I was
Okay.
like, yep, yep, you earned it, First you forgot our menu or forgot our orders, but hey, you made it up with those jokes.
By committing like cringe seppuku, man. Just like
Exactly. He's
killing
like,
himself with
that
bad
was
jokes.
it wasn't bad enough. Here, let me give you this one more last one. Let me just slice my own belly open for you. Like, all right, lay it on us. And then we're like, oh god. Dude. And I think I kind of vaguely remember. I was trying to push it to the back of my memory, but it was like
Uh-huh.
saying something like, I don't remember now. That's why it's so bad. It was so bad. It was so doing something with grapes, and 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 he was like in a vineyard, and I was like, oh, okay. And then we like ran out the door. So
What? With like doing yard work or something?
grapes and
Oh, grapes.
the
I thought
vineyard.
you said rakes. I was like, what the fuck? All right. Well,
Yeah, he was like saying something like, this person's drunk, and then the other person responded, oh no, I'm just eating grapes, and because he's in a vineyard kind of area. And I was like, "Oh God!" Yeah, I was like,
wait, dude.
I just walked out. I was
There's
like,
no
"Oh
way.
shoot!" I don't. Yeah, we couldn't connect the dots first, and he had explained it to us, and I was like, "Oh yeah, have
Oh,
a good day,
see,
dude."
yeah. When you have to explain the joke, that's when that's when it's dead, dude. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. We're already halfway out the door, and he was chasing us. Oh, that was the thing too. The place we went to, it's like an Irish pub, and we're
Mm-hmm,
like,
mm-hmm.
okay, we'll try some Irish food. So we open the menu, and we see bulgogi
Shut the
tacos.
fuck up. What the hell? They have Korean food in there?
Yeah, yeah, and then we see ramen. What else did we see? We saw like a lot of different types of Asian foods, and a lot of Italian food, and a lot of French cuisine. We're like, what is going on with this menu, man? And then they're pretty pricey, and the food was alright, but yeah, that was Spokane in a bottle, but
Irish pub. And they serve Asian fusion, dude. And French food, you said?
yep,
That's
yep.
insane, man. That's insane. Um, I did not have that exciting of 4th of July like you, dude. I just went to my cousin's house and we just had a family barbecue and stuff, so it was all right. Do they have a lot of fireworks here in Mira Mesa, man? At least maybe just in the area I live, but there was fireworks until like 2 o'clock in the morning, and they were fucking loud. So I know they were like right next door to my place. It's kind of insane.
Yeah.
Um, and it was funny. Like before I went to sleep too, I was reading an article like, "How do you know if it's a firework or gunshots?"
Or
I'm like,
gunshot. Yeah.
"Yeah, fuck that, dude. There's no gunshots around here. It's fireworks, legit, dude. I'm not worried about it." But some of them fucking sounded close, dude. It was kind of crazy. Um, but the funniest part is, dude, I think my cousin or my nephew actually, he's changing, dude. Like your nephews, man,
Mm.
and how he's starting to be a hardcore gamer, man. And it might be my fault, you know, because
Dang.
he watched me stream. I think it was either Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne,
Mm.
and so I had never talked to him about the game at all in my life, you know. But all of a sudden, during 4th of July, he's coming to me with all this stuff about Bloodborne. About, oh hey, Uncle Brent, how many times did it take you to beat the dancer? And I was like, oh my god, dude, what? What are you talking about? He's like, yeah, man, the dancer in Dark Souls 3. I was like, oh, okay. And so I just started talking casually about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he busts out, oh, okay, what was your build? I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean, what was my build?
Damn.
Me, I'm just all offense and no defense, right? So I just fucking buffed up. I always buff up strength, right? Because I just try
Yeah.
to use one of the great swords in that game. It's like, oh, but is it like a heavy great sword or a regular great sword? I was like, dude, I have no fucking idea what weapon I use, man. And he was trying to talk to me about the meta of Dark Souls 3 and his builds. He had like 3 different builds in the game where he could use a great sword. He used intelligence so he could use like the moon sword and all this stuff. I was like, oh my god, I've created a monster, man. It was kind of insane. I think he knows more about Dark Souls 3 than I do, man.
Damn.
It's kind of
Well, he
broken.
just wants to, play with you at a random time. So yeah, you
Maybe.
gotta
I would be mad. He'd
down,
probably,
help him out, invade, PvP other
dude,
players.
honestly, he'd probably carry me by the sounds of it, man. He was like, oh, you know, people have trouble with the first boss in Dark Souls 3. I don't have trouble at all, man. I just don't stand in front of him. I was like, all right, dude, my bad. And then he was talking about how he was watching, what was he watching? He was watching, you know, that those kids react videos where kids watch something random and they react to it and
You
stuff.
react to it. Yep.
Yeah. I guess there was a version of that, but instead it was people playing Dark Souls 3 for the first time. And he kept on talking about how he got frustrated watching these people play Dark Souls 3. And I was like, whoa, chill out, dude. It's not that serious. He's like, oh man, why are you guys just standing in front of the bosses? You gotta sidestep and dodge into them. I was like, oh god, dude. I think I've created a monster, dude. Just like how your nephews have become just hardcore gamers, man.
Yeah,
And
pretty
you're
hardcore.
you're the washed up old man, Rick. Just like me.
Exactly. Like they don't even see me as a threat no more. They're just like, yeah, this old man is just talking nonsense.
So it's crazy because I know now that he actually watches me stream sometimes whenever I stream, right?
Mhm.
And guess what he asked me about? Oh shit. He asked me about Code Vein, dude. And I was like, oh my god, did you really watch me stream Code Vein? He's like, yeah, but you didn't stream the game at all. You just made a character. I was like, yeah, man. That was the best part of that game, dude.
You need to put the audience to above 18.
I know, man. I know. It's kind of funny. He was like, I heard it's like Dark Souls, though, so it should be good. I was like, no, man. Not every game that's like Dark Souls is going to be good. I had to give him the truth about like games that are just copies and stuff like that. But no, it's pretty crazy, man. It's like you always talk about how your nephews, like you said, you know, you're not even considered a threat to them anymore. This guy was talking because remember, this is the same nephew that I had those battles in Smash Bros with, and he would use Cloud, and he was just whooping my ass, dude, until I changed it up to Marth, you know, so I could counter him and stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. He was talking about, yeah, I like to use the giant great swords in Dark Souls because I'm a Cloud mate and that's what I use all the time. So I like to use that. I was like, oh my god, dude, where do you know
See?
Cloud from? Oh yeah, I know him from Smash Bros. Oh, I had the biggest headache, dude. Like, oh my god, this guy's never played Final Fantasy VII, but his favorite character is Cloud,
It's
dude.
Cloud.
Why? It's insane. It's too crazy to me. But on the bright side, he said he's gonna start getting into Bloodborne. He said he ordered it on Amazon. He's waiting for it to come in. So I'm excited for him to get into that. I kind of forget, dude. He's about to be 18 next year, man. I always
Oh,
look at him
damn.
as like a little kid, you know. But shit, dude, he's getting old. That means I'm getting older.
Yep.
I remember I used to pick him up from Penn.
Hmm.
And this one time, it was after school, and I got myself like a 99-cent cheeseburger from McDonald's before I went to go and pick him up. And I totally forgot. I was like, oh man, it's gonna be fucked up if I'm like eating a burger in front of this kid, dude, and I didn't buy him anything. I totally forgot, you know.
Mm.
So I kind of hide the burger underneath my seat, but from the back, you know.
Yeah.
So he comes in, he sits in the passenger seat, and he's like, "It smells like fart in here, Uncle Brent. Did you fart?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, definitely." And that's what brought my mind to it. Holy shit, yeah, dude, the double cheeseburgers at McDonald's kind of smell like fart. Because you know, I left my car, right? I left the burger in my car for maybe 10 minutes, you know, to get down, go in front of his classroom, pick him up, and then we walk back to my car, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it definitely smelled like a hot juicy one in there. It was insane, dude. But it was funny. It was cool. We were really getting into the nitty gritty about stats in Dark Souls and what stat bloodtage is in Bloodborne. And I was like, yeah, I have no idea. I only leveled up like my strength and agility. You know what I mean? It's like a dodge more. So it's pretty interesting. But yeah, man. Oh, dude, have you ever done something in the past and found out about it in the present,
What? What?
and you were like thankful for yourself?
Yeah, like leaving $10 in my pocket somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude. Exactly. So that just happened to me recently, and it happened super hard, right?
Uh.
So I have a laptop, and I have Microsoft Office in that laptop, but it's the old one. It's like the 2013 version. It's the one before they turned it into Office 365, right?
Uh.
So I don't have to be subscribed to anything to use it. But since I update all the software in my laptop, it thinks that that version of Office that I have installed on there is the one you have to be subscribed to. So it keeps asking me, you know, to pay for it and stuff. And I'm like, no, dude, I've paid for this already. I shouldn't have to. So when I tried to just go through it the regular way, it asked me for my CD key for Microsoft Office. And dude, this isn't something I would normally keep track of, right? Or I would
Yeah.
think to keep track of. It's like you put in your CD key, all right, it's on your computer, kind of just like throw it to the side, you know, and then eventually it ends up in the trash can somewhere. And this is Office 2013, so I got this thing in like 2012, 2011 or something like that. So I just had no idea where this thing was at all, right?
Uh.
But I knew I bought it online. So I was like, all right, dude, let me just do a check in my email. Let me just type in Microsoft Office and see if I find anything. And sure enough, dude, I found a little note from my phone from 2011 that says Microsoft Office CD key. I was like, oh my God, dude.
Thank you,
Thank
past
you.
me.
Thank you, past Brent. I was so grateful. And then, you know, I was like, oh man, this thing's old though. It won't work on this. You know, maybe I don't want to get my hopes up. You know, so I copied and pasted the CD key where it was asking me to, and it totally fucking worked, dude. Microsoft Office on my laptop again. It's amazing. I almost cried, man.
Yeah, I think the latest version that I have is the one you have to pay subscription base, and
That's
it's like
crazy,
$7. And at first I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy the regular thing, but I changed my mind and I was like, I'll just do subscription, and
Mm-hmm.
that way I'm most updated to everything. And I think it's mostly I'm paying for the cloud part, so
Uh-huh.
I'm abusing the cloud part. Like I got a terabyte on OneDrive, so I uploaded like a lot of documents and everything to it,
Oh,
photos
okay.
and whatnot. So yeah, I think I'm about to transition to full cloud mode. Speaking of cloud, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
did you see Tifa's and the Dissidia, the new Tifa?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. They threw her
It
in there
looks
too.
really good, dude. I think it looks really good.
That's a fighting game, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you know what? I played that. I think I played that at Comic Con or something. Didn't I get you that coin from it?
Yeah,
For
yeah.
playing it?
But they
Yeah, yeah.
recently released Tifa like last week or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks really good. Like she looks good.
Dude, just sell Final Fantasy VII, man. Yes, dude. Uh,
Yep.
oh, dude, I didn't finish that game in a week. I
Oh
don't know
yeah.
what I was thinking, man.
I was thinking, I was gonna say, I was like, damn, I could have like made a bet or
There was
something.
so much. There was so much happening this week. I thought that I would have the whole Fourth of July like day to play it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, but no, I didn't even play Fourth of July, dude. I like watched the entire series of Stranger Things instead, and then went to the barbecue, and I was like, oh shit, I don't have time to play this, dude. I got to go to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but funny enough, where did I get to in the game? Um, I made it over the ocean, and I think I'm about to chase Sephiroth. I went to Casa del Sol. I think that's the last place I went to. Um, and I completed the whole Midgar part in like I want to say less than 4 hours, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's kind of crazy that they're gonna turn that 4 hours into a whole 80-hour game. They're claiming.
Maybe there's extra stuff that hinder your and progress, and you have to like grind in order to get past certain checkpoints.
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping it's a lot bigger of a world that you can explore in Midgar. You know, where you have to like actually walk through the city and things like that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. It's gonna be bigger. I think, of course, they're gonna throw in more events like the reason Cloud is on a motorcycle with Jesse. You know, maybe you bomb an extra reactor because in Final Fantasy VII you only bomb two. You know, so maybe you bomb more than one. In oh, got a picture coming in. Oh, is this Tifa in the city?
Yeah, looks pretty good.
Oh damn,
Sexy.
dude, nice.
Yep.
It's kind of funny, man. You know, I always thought she was wearing shorts.
Yeah, isn't she wearing
No,
shorts?
she's wearing
Oh,
like a
she's wearing.
skirt, dude. Yeah. So, and I was thinking, I was like, no way. Always in my mind, Tifa was wearing shorts. You know what? I have the disc here in front of me. Let me look at the instruction manual.
Is it in polygon form though?
No, dude, the instruction manual isn't like the way they drew it.
Hmm.
Oh, dude, she is wearing a skirt. My whole life has been a lie, dude. My whole life has been a lie,
The
dude.
better question is, what were you staring at?
Dude,
This
I thought she
entire
was wearing shorts this whole damn
time?
time, dude. No way. She's wearing a skirt this whole
See,
for all
you're
these
focused
years.
on being a
Holy
badass this
shit, dude.
entire time.
Holy shit. She's been wearing wow, that just blows my mind, dude. Um now I lost my train of thought, man. Oh, I got out of Midgar in like less than 4 hours. That was kind of crazy. So they're gonna add a bunch more stuff. They don't even mention Sephiroth really until like right before you leave Midgar. So it's gonna be interesting um, to see how they incorporate him like in Cloud's headaches and stuff. I just realized that too playing this again. Cloud has a lot of headaches in the fucking game, dude. Like
Yeah,
whenever you go out on a mission, he like
touching his head.
falls over and everyone's like, "Are you okay, Cloud?" And he's like, don't worry about it." You know?
Yeah,
He's just
yeah.
tripping about something. So, what else did I notice through my second run through, dude? Um, I did the whole part, where Cloud dresses up like a woman just to get inside the Don Corneo's place, man. Got everything, got the perfume, the underwear, just everything they have to offer so you can get chosen. That's gonna be crazy. When the remake comes out. There's this part that I think they said they're gonna tone down. It's the Honey Bee Inn. Do you remember that part?
I don't remember that part.
So it's like what's a good term for this, dude? It's just like a gentleman's club or something, where or like a girls' club in Japan. Where you go inside and then you a girl hangs out with you for like $50 an hour or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Has like drinks with
yeah.
you. It's like that, and then kind of like a spa as well. And they have like themed rooms where people like role play and shit. You know what I mean? Like you could hire the chicks to role play scenes with you. There's like the Shinra president's in there, and he's role playing as a king, and he brought like his employees there to be his knights and stuff. And then what else is there? Anyways, there's two rooms you can go into. There's one is like the group room, and one is it's like blanked out, but it's like the fuck room or something like that. Um, I remember if you go into the fuck room, Cloud has like a headache and passes out. And the girl that goes in there is like, "Oh no, we need help." You know what I mean? So nothing really happens in there. If you go in the group room, that's where you get in like you have a group bath with a bunch of dudes. And I think that's where you get the underwear from or something like that. Like they give you some spandex or something like that for hanging out with them. It's kind of funny because there's like 10 dudes just floating around in this Japanese bath, and Cloud is like just his head is bobbing up and down in the tub. Well, that's funny. But the crazy part is like you can go into the dressing room for the girls, dude. That's gonna be insane if you can do that in the remake. Because all this stuff, like you could see for real.
It's probably gonna be like a shortcut scene. He goes in, grabs everything, gets out.
Yeah, you don't think there's gonna be any kind of open world exploring in there?
No.
Man, but yeah, I think they're gonna change that one up for sure. I think it has to be. I think that part is so perfect though. Is you discover that you have to bust into this place. Eris is the one with the idea that we'll dress you up as a woman to break you into this place. And you can either just get the dress and the wig. The wig is great too. Remember, you have to do those squats. You have to beat those cross-dressing gym people in the gym. You have to beat them in squats to get the wig. So you could just totally go through the game and get those two items and get inside, right? But you can guaranteed to be picked as the girl that gets chosen by Don Corneo if you get like a few other things. I think it's like I said, it's perfume. I think you can get a tiara and then some underwear if you do these little mini side quests for the townspeople. I think that's so perfect, dude. It's nothing too crazy where it takes 30 minutes to do each side quest. You could finish all this stuff in less than 10 minutes, really. So I think if they can incorporate something like that into the remake, that would be sick. And then just the amount of mini games that they fit in to Final Fantasy VII, for a long time, for like a couple hours into the game, you think it's just gonna be a regular JRPG, turn-based. You travel around, get into random encounters and things like that, right? And then all of a sudden you have to do squats, where it's like timing with how you press the buttons. And then all of a sudden you have to ride a motorcycle and hit people with your big ass sword while you're escorting people out. There's like a lot of things that change up the gameplay. You have to give that girl CPR when she drowns at the beach, underneath the cannon. There's like all these little mini games in there that make it fun. Oh, do you remember when you have to march, where you have to dress up as a Shinra soldier?
Oh yeah.
And go on the parade? Oh, dude, I messed up that part so bad, dude. Just the first part, though. The first part where you have to run, like, in formation, I could not get the timing down, because there's that little input lag when you play PlayStation 1 games on the PS3. So there's that little input lag where, you press the button to go in, and Cloud, like, doesn't do it until a millisecond later. I was like, shit, dude. Because there's a rating meter on how great the ratings are for the parade. And if you get it up to a certain percent or something, you get a special gift or item. I think I got the lowest one. It was like a fucking grenade. They're like, that soldier did horribly. Let's send him a bomb. It says, you got a grenade. I'm like, oh, shit. And then the next part where you have to do like the left face, and then you have to like do the thing with your gun, like flip it around and things like that.
Yep.
I fucked that up. I think they said left face. I did right face, and everybody was looking left. I was looking straight at them. I was like, oh fuck. So everything that I was doing wasn't counting to my percentage. I eventually caught up later. I think I got a decent item from it, like Cloud Sword, well, a new sword for Cloud or something like that. But yeah, dude, it's so great how they pace the game very, very well. Where you're traveling through the world map and you're just getting burnt out on random encounters. You literally, I timed it. When you first leave Midgar, you go to that inn and Cloud kind of tells his backstory. That took me almost an hour to get through, dude. Just listening to Cloud tell the story about why Sephiroth is an evil dude or how he turned crazy.
Yeah.
So that part can be really draining on you. In fact, halfway through Cloud telling his backstory, they give you an opportunity to save. Barrett like interrupts your story. Everyone gets mad at him like, Barrett, let Cloud tell his fucking story.
Yeah.
And then they're like, wait, you want to rest before you continue? I'm like, oh my God. They knew you would get burnt out telling this shit. So give
Yep.
you an opportunity to save there. But yeah, after you think that it's just getting kind of monotonous, you have to do all this, regular RPG stuff. They're like, oh, hey, get in formation and do this little rhythm game real quick to get a bonus item or something like that. I think it's pretty sick. Speaking of, dude, this game is so not politically correct at all, man. Like you could tell Barrett, his grammar is just all over the place, dude. I think somewhere in the game, I talked to this Shinra soldier. He was guarding something, and he was really nervous. And then he asked the other Shinra soldier. He was like, "Did a good job of like telling this guy he can't go in here?" And straight up, the guy he's talking to says, "Are you retarded?" Like, holy shit, dude, you cannot say that in 2019, man. You can't just throw around retarded like that out here, dude. So it's kind of insane. But at the same time, I think they're doing a good job with it. From what we've seen about Barrett, you could tell it's kind of stereotypical a little bit, the character that Barrett is. But at the same time, it's a lot more toned down than what it is in the original Final Fantasy VII, dude. I've noticed a bunch of typos too. It's kind of funny. And this is the whole reason I wanted to play like the original discs that I have and not play the PS4 version, so I could just get it raw, just see how it was when I played it as a kid. And it kind of hurts my eyes a little bit playing this on a HD TV, but I think it's worth it, dude. Just seeing all the little differences that are, because I saw someone else playing it. And they had like the PC or PS4 version, and a lot of the dialogue that I was laughing at for being misspelled or for just being way out there has been fixed. So I think it's a good experience so far. Unfortunately, I couldn't get all the way through it in a week, man. But it's fucking fun, dude. The limit. What's
Do you think they're gonna, for the remake, like integrate Crisis Core? Like as his flashbacks going on?
Maybe, but I don't think they'll introduce like
Zack
Angel and what's the other guy's name? Shit, dude, I was just playing that game. Genesis. I don't think they'll introduce like those two guys, but I think they'll talk about Zack for sure.
Yeah.
They have to talk about Zack. In some way he'll pop up in there because, that was like Eris's boyfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
Which they totally drop hints at, like in the beginning, before you even know who Zack is. I think Eris's mom, her adopted mom, says like, "You're in Soldier. You should just leave because I don't want my daughter to get her feelings hurt again." And you're like, "Oh my god, dude! They're talking about Zack because he was in Soldier. He never came home, dude." So it's pretty good, man. And then it's great just seeing Cloud's initial interpretation of like the events that happened in Nibelheim so long ago. When it's like, what, especially for me, I just played Crisis Core, so knowing what happened out there and how his memory's all jacked up from being in Mako and all that stuff, dude. So no, I think it's still a great game that still stands up. It just makes me more excited, man, to play the remake, dude. Just see how they translate all this stuff. And I could care less if they do a bad job or a good job about it. Just being able to play it again, having something be familiar, but at the same time, it's like so new. I'm just excited for that. Even more excited because they could be at Comic-Con, which is just like 2 days from now, dude.
See, I'm nervous. I want to play it, but then I want to enjoy it with like, you know, in my boxers, with my feet up, with a bag of popcorn on my left side, hot pocket on my right. But yeah, and then yeah, I think we'll probably only play. I don't know, maybe the train scene, jumping off the train.
Probably, yeah. I can't imagine it. The demos being too long.
I
Cause
yeah.
I'm trying to think. I remember when Final Fantasy 15 was still coming out, and they had like a different shirt at the Square booth at Comic Con for every day that you played the demo. I remember I wanted to like try and get as many as I could, and I ended up getting 2 of them. And I remember the demo for that was just like one fight. The first time I did it, it took me maybe around 10-15 minutes to beat the fight. And then the second time I did it, I beat that shit in like 5 minutes, dude, because I knew what to do already. How is that fight in the game, actually? Is it the Titan fight?
The Titan fight?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. I don't remember too much of that kind of fighting. It was like pretty quick. And then I remember you played that part, and they said it was going to be in VR, so I'd never played that either.
Oh, what?
Yeah, but
how are they going to do that in VR?
I remember like the Titan fights were like really quick, or not the Titan, the summon fights.
Oh,
really
okay.
quick. So that's why I didn't remember too much of it, And then it was so tricky summoning, Aeons and stuff like that. It's like you have to be dying, or the fight has to be dragged out for way too long. Then they'll be automatically summoned, and then they'll wipe out the enemy.
What the fuck, dude? No way.
Yeah.
So you can't just call them at will? They'll just come out when you need them?
At least I don't remember how to call it at will. Like, I was trying to figure it out, and then I was like reading online that they only get summoned when the fight goes on too long. And it didn't happen too long for me because I wiped out everything really fast. But then there's this one area, like, I was fighting like something super crazy above my level, and I was just hitting and running repeatedly, and then all of a sudden, Titan, or not Titan, what's the electric one? I don't remember. But
Ramu?
Yeah, Ramu came out.
Or Alexander, one of those.
Yeah, I think it was Ramu, the one with the beard.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Came out and like wiped out the enemy. I was like, oh, awesome, like, when does this happen? Because I don't know what the triggers are, So.
Oh damn. So is there really no way you can fail in that game then? If you could just count on, oh, it's okay, dude. A summon will save me in the end.
You can fail. I was actually almost dying when I was fighting those monsters above my level, and then I was like hitting and running and healing, and I was to the point where I was like down to my last couple potions, and then that's where, I got lucky and he got automatically summoned and wiped out the enemy, and I was like, oh, thank you, that was a lifesaver. So, but then they do get summoned, but it's later down the line, like, certain boss fights kind of thing.
Oh, okay. And it's like part of the story, which is why they get summoned like that?
Exactly.
See, that's too scripted, man. That's way too scripted. It's funny right now. I think I just have Shiva, and I found Ifrit recently. And I have, Chocomog, which is like the first summon materia you get. That one's the greatest, dude. When it all of a sudden it just turns into Fat Chocobo instead. That was always my favorite, dude, because he could either be the little Moogle riding the Chocobo, and it headbutts all the enemies, or at random, I don't know what decides this, it's just like a fat Chocobo that falls from the sky and just sits on all the enemies, dude. That's the greatest, man. And now that I'm playing it, dude, I think I only remember the Shiva from Final Fantasy VIII, man. because I summoned Shiva and I was like, I do not remember this animation at all, dude. And I forgot how long. That's probably why it was impossible for me to beat this game in a week, dude. It takes forever to summon shit, dude. Like every animation that plays just takes fucking forever, man. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
like when I was summoned or got summoned for Final 15, like they kind of do that whole anime. Like Titan, he's like kind of walking over mountains, and you have to wait till he gets to your location, and then he like wipes the enemy out. Or Ramu, like clouds start forming, and it's
Yep.
like, oh
Yep.
man, I'm already dead by the time you come out.
Yep. Yep. I don't know if you can you skip those in 9? I feel like you could skip
I'm
the animations in 9.
not sure. I never played 9.
Oh damn, really?
Yeah, my
Okay.
cousin did.
Hmm.
He says he loves 9 too.
Yeah. 9 was okay for me. I think we talked about this already, but it was like, I was so used to the futuristic Final Fantasies that I didn't like 9 too much, man. But I don't know. Maybe playing it again, I'll enjoy it. But yeah, no, exciting times, dude. Exciting times. Now I'm bummed because I'm traveling this coming week, dude, and I super want to play Final Fantasy, but you know, when I travel, there's only one game I play, and it's Xenogears, man.
Heck yeah! Get. I think you said you were at the part where you got lost in the desert or whatnot.
Yes, yes. I'm on like a giant like a train or something, or like a big sand crawler right now. I think I'm captured. I'm with the teacher, the dude with glasses right now. We're in prison or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Dude, last time I played this was a year ago. So I think my flight is going to take something like 7 hours, man. So there you go.
Shit.
I have 7 hours to play this fucking game, dude.
If you do play it, so the part where you're gonna be underground is a really difficult battle coming up. So kind of grind a little bit
Hmm. Hmm.
when after I don't know after that scene, whatever you're gonna get in a spot where you will know what I'm talking about. But just grind for that area, and then use for your gear. Use I forgot. It's like wild coin or something like that,
Okay.
and it like blinds the enemy. That is gonna save your life
Is
because I
blind coin an
remember.
item or?
No, it's like a skill, and I
Oh, okay.
forgot which mech has it. One of your party members' mech has it, basically.
Uh huh.
But you need to do it often, like because if you don't, literally, I had to restart the entire game just to try
Just
to
to
beat
get
that
that.
part.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. So make sure you either save way before or just grind. Don't run away from the battles. Kill everything along the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll have to check that out then. Um, what was I gonna say about Xenogears, dude? Oh wait, so you think I'm coming up to that area already?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's one part. Yeah,
Oh,
you're
should
gonna.
I keep making up my own combos or should I Google like combos right now?
I think you're not in the area where you can start gaining different types of
Okay,
combos because
gotcha.
yeah, you're captured, and so you can't do much at this point, and you can't really learn much. It's mainly your gear. Oh, and your gear can learn combos too, by the way. So if you press
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
triangle, but you don't continue the rest of the combo and
mm-hmm.
just jump back, then yeah, it gains experience like that too as well.
Okay, okay.
But basically, yeah, you look for that. I think it's wild coin or something like that. So whenever your mechs has it, it blinds the enemy.
And I just have to keep doing that shit.
Yeah, every time the enemy is about to do like a charged move,
Uh
just
huh.
start blinding him like once,
Uh huh.
and then yeah, eh, if you don't, he's gonna wipe out the entire team in one hit.
Holy shit. Okay, dude. I'll have to remember that wild coin. Okay, it's in my memory
Yeah,
now.
there
That's
was only
funny.
like a few couple boss fights that I did not enjoy.
And you had to use wild coin to beat him?
Just for that one scene, I had to
Mm-hmm.
use wild coin. The rest are like actually you had to, I don't know, use heals or you had to think your strategy through, save up your combos, kind of thing. But
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
particular one, Yeah, wild coin
Gotcha. Gotcha.
saves lives.
Speaking of difficult-ish video games here, man, have you seen all these Mario Maker levels that people are making, man?
Not yet, but I'm guessing they're super crazy ridiculous.
Yeah, dude, it's insane.
See, that's why I don't buy that game,
Me
man.
neither. Me neither. I've seen some really, really creative ones that people do. Where it's
Yep.
like you ride this elevator and there's those two like giant what are they called? I forget what they're called, dude. But basically, they're little blocks with the faces on it,
Mhm.
and they keep like crashing. They try to kill you, but there's like a block in between you and what they're trying to crush. And as you're going up this elevator, like there's less and less blocks, dude. So then you eventually have to like try and dodge it. So someone
Yep.
made like this pretty cool rhythm game out of that. So stuff like that is pretty sick. It's a creative way to use the what Mario Maker has to not make it such a platformer, but make it like a rhythm game. And for me, what I think are difficult or like super hard Mario Maker levels are the ones where it's kind of like be the Boshi or whatever, where they put random spikes in places that you think are safe, right? Where just the
Uh-huh.
game trolls you and kills you at every chance where you think you're safe. But no, I think there's this new generation of Mario Maker levels where it's like, all right, you're never gonna stand still. There's nowhere for you to rest. You're always gonna be like jumping, bouncing off of something, trying to hit, different
Yeah, I hate
switches and all
those
that shit,
levels.
dude.
Yeah.
My hands sweat watching people play this shit, dude. It's so crazy to me, man.
And what gets me too, it's like in order to post the level, you have to have actually beat the level in order to post it online. And I was like, how do these people even think about this stuff? Like
Yeah,
do
yeah,
triple infinite amount of spin jumps
yep,
while picking up shells, throwing the shell at a certain spot
yep.
where it'll bounce off the wall, and then you can start jumping on the shell because it came back to you and goes over spikes,
Yep.
dodging the thing, doing super spin jump. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm totally not getting this game because I know Little Big Planet was really good back then. Like everyone was creating their levels, but of
Mm.
course it was beatable. But this, I don't know, man. This is not beatable to the human eye, kind of thing. So that's not fun.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of insane. I don't know how. I'm with you. I don't know how they finish it. I'll watch YouTube videos of people beating their own levels, and I still don't believe that it's them finishing. I think they plug in like an AI or something to beat the level for them because how precise they have to be with each jump is insane to me. One of the craziest ones I saw was you just have to continuously bounce on shells that are falling out of the sky.
Yeah.
There's some flat parts which are spikes, and to go on those you have to bounce on a Koopa, hit his shell, so it's like going back and forth on the spikes. Bounce on that shell to make it over the spikes, and then you have to get another Koopa shell, hit this on-off switch so that the spikes go away on these red blocks. It's just insane, dude. I don't know how people
Exactly.
come up with this shit. Like, I can understand mapping it out. You have like this person that's in your mind that's really, really good at platformers, and you want to challenge them by doing this. But like you said, in order to post that shit, you have to beat it yourself, dude. So that's
Yep.
crazy, man. That's so crazy to me. So yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna buy Mario Maker. I think it looks great. It's fun. People have some great ideas on it. I think I saw people making like RPG story type games in Mario Maker too. But I think yeah, I'll just be so stressed out by the um, potential of there being a level that's way too hard for me, and I'll me being stubborn, I'll just sit there and try to beat it.
Yep.
Be too crazy. Did you get the first Mario Maker?
No, 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 no. I was really interested in it, but then that's when I saw those videos of people. Like literally, it discouraged me. I was like, man, I'm playing a game to have fun, not playing a game to like get stressed. And I was just watching a recent episode of One Punch Man, second season, and he's like versing somebody in a video game, and he got like super stressed out. The guy was like not talking down to him, but it was kind of like condescending, like, "Oh yeah, you're doing this, and I'm only pressing the button. I gave you a handicap kind of thing." And I'm only using my index fingers, and I still can whoop you. And
Oh wow.
then yeah, the main character's kind of getting like even more mad. I was like, yeah. And then he's like, why? I'm getting stressed out playing video games. And I was like, yep, I feel that too.
Yeah, man. Like I said, my only thing is like, you know, I thought platformers were hard because of a certain reason. Nope, they just turned that reason up to times infinity, dude, with the ideas they're coming up with in Mario Maker. It's insane. But good for Nintendo, dude. I feel like they can do no wrong when it comes to Mario, when it comes to Zelda. What else, dude? Yeah, there's just untouchable. Donkey Kong, like, if they come out with a game with any of those properties, they win, man. So
Yep.
good for them, dude. I feel like the next thing they're gonna come out with, because Animal Crossing is the next one that's coming out. That's always a winner that people have been asking for forever. I think they're still working on Metroid. That's always a winner too. They need to come out with a new Pikmin game. I think we're due for a new Pikmin game, dude. And that one should be interesting. I remember the first one on GameCube was super fun to play. I just could never, I felt like my Pikmin were really like my family, and you're just supposed to, it's so easy, they're supposed to be so dispensable, but when they died I really felt it. So that's why I didn't continue playing that game, dude. Because there's points where your Pikmin do have to die, but for me, I just couldn't let go. I had to come up with situations to make them live, and sometimes it was impossible, so I just gave up, dude. Couldn't stand those little guys dying, man. But yeah, good for Nintendo. They just need to come out with 5 games every 10 years, and they'll be in the green, dude.
Yeah, I think they're coming out with that Dr. Mario World. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. What is that? So is that just puzzle games, or is there actually gonna be a story to it now?
I don't know. I'm just reading a little bit about it. It says
Hmm.
it's going to be free, and it's like it's following the approach of Candy Crush. Um, it's going to have 5 worlds
Okay.
to play at launch, but and more will come. But it looks like there might involve DLC. Yeah, looks like
Oh,
DLC.
it's gonna be
God.
one of those like pay for your lives, or like you have to wait 10 minutes after dying before you can play again, or something like that, dude.
Yeah, like
Okay.
Tetris 99 maybe.
Oh,
Like
hopefully, yeah, because that one is just completely free.
yeah.
Um, you think they'll ever come out with a single player for Tetris 99?
I think they did. You have to
Oh,
buy it
really?
though.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
$15.
Never mind, dude. Psych. I'll just battle people, dude. Oh, dude, did you see there's gonna be a live action Mulan, man?
I think yeah, like I saw like a little clip and yeah,
Dude, that shit looks like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
yeah.
Like I don't remember Mulan being that action packed. Well, I guess it kind of was, man. But this one, dude, Mulan's out here like actually in the battlefield fighting Huns and shit, dude. I don't remember that part. So I'm
I
remembering
remember
incorrectly.
her like running.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I just remember the part in the snow, and then maybe the part in the Imperial Palace, but that's really it, dude. She's out here in the desert, like doing Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon moves, like floating in the air, jumping off sword tips, stabbing people in the back, dude. I don't
Hmm.
remember that shit at all, man. They're changing this shit up. But I guess they have to, for it to be like modernized, Did you see any of the new, like, did you see the new Lion King or Aladdin at all?
No, I haven't seen any of that.
I haven't seen anything about them either. Are they any good? Have you heard?
Yeah, I have not heard.
I guess they're totally not in the market. Like, they didn't think of you and I when they thought about making these movies. They're like, oh man, some movies I know they're back there and like, oh man, we got to make sure that Brett and Rick enjoy this movie. I know some people do that. Um, but for when they made these movies, for sure, they did not give a fuck about what you and I thought about them, man. For
No.
sure. Oh, and then there's gonna be new what's it called? Little Mermaid, and Ariel's gonna be black now. So that's
Oh
great, dude.
yeah.
A lot of people were
Yeah.
mad at that, but be mad. Who cares, dude? She's a mermaid.
Yep.
It doesn't really matter. Um, but yeah, I still think that's crazy though. How they're turning all the cartoons into live action movies. The only
Live
one,
action movies.
yeah, the only one I think I'd be remotely interested in. is maybe Hercules. I think Hercules will be tight. That one was
Like God of
always
War style.
fuck yeah, dude. That one was always my kind of like go to Disney movie. Had the greatest songs. Um, Hercules was actually fighting shit in there, man. I loved the PlayStation game. That was one of the greatest too. But yeah, I can't wait for them to do the live action that one. Because there was that whole montage where he's just fighting all kinds of monsters and stuff. That would be great. What if they turn it super serious too? It's just not, happy-go-lucky Hercules anymore. He's like out here like Kratos and shit, like bleeding every time he fights something, dude. Yeah, that got me thinking too. How are they gonna do Mulan? Slicing and dicing people up with her dad's sword in a Disney movie. They don't show blood and shit in these. Do you think?
No, they're gonna just knock them all out. They're gonna wake up, and it's gonna be a happy ending.
They're gonna sing a song, hold hands in the end, dude.
Yep, they're gonna have converted somehow because they saw some fireworks, and it'll be great.
What's the villain's name in Mulan, dude? It's not Shao Kahn. That's fucking Jungle Book, dude.
Yeah, I have no idea, my friend.
Yeah, I'm just saying he's gonna break into song at one point, dude. He's gonna hold hands with Mulan and fucking Shan Yu. Damn, all the villains in fucking Disney movies sound the same, man.
Yep.
It'll be interesting when they get to play that. But yeah, no, I just thought it was crazy. They're just making all these live action Disney movies. I feel like they don't have to. They should just keep making cartoons, man. But who knows? There's the reason they make billions of dollars and I don't. They must know something, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what else, dude? What else is going on out there? Oh, I'm in ultimate drought mode right now. Cause not last week, but a couple weeks ago, Attack on Titan, the anime season ended, dude.
Yeah, I heard, or I think I saw a clip of it. They're like looking, spoiler alert, over the sea.
Yeah, they finally made it, spoiler alert, to the ocean. That was always their dreams or aspirations. I think Armin had seen it in a book one day, and that's always like their motivation, when they're about to die and shit, to like, wait, don't you remember we promised that we'd see the ocean together, because to them the ocean doesn't exist, because they're behind the walls, so it's always like a myth to them, and they always wanted to see it. So yeah, they finally saw it in the end of season 3. But yeah, so season 3 ended and announced that they're gonna have a season 4, and it's gonna be the final season, which is insane because the manga's not even done yet.
So they're gonna probably end it in the manga, and then they're gonna speed run everything through.
Yeah.
In the anime.
So the anime is coming out in fall 2020. Where the manga is at right now, I think they're in like the final kind of conflict. Right now is really like dude. You know what I hate saying now, or I hate hearing nowadays, dude?
What's that?
Endgame. I think the Marvel,
from Avengers.
Yeah, I think Avengers killed it for me, man. But everybody seems to say that word now. It's like when you first learn a new word, you just hear it everywhere. Everybody just says it.
We're now in the end game.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Whenever someone explains where the story is at in Attack on Titan, they're like, "Well, yeah, we're in the end game now for Attack on Titan." I'm like, no, dude, please use a different fucking word.
We're gonna play zombies together, and then we're gonna be on the final boss, and I'm gonna be like, "We're in the end game."
Boo-Wop has left your party.
No, it would be like, Boo-Wop just killed a new perfect day.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Don't you feel like that's what it's like now, dude?
Well, now I'm gonna start noticing it all.
Nobody in the entire world ever said Endgame until the fucking Avengers came out, dude. Now everybody fucking says that shit, man.
In the Endgame.
That's not, what did you learn, or what's like the most iconic quote from Avengers? I am Iron Man. No, it's not that shit, dude. It's we're in the Endgame now. You know what I'm saying? That's the most memorable quote from that shit. Drought though. Oh yeah. So, so I've been reading the manga, and there's a new chapter that comes out at the beginning of every month. So the most recent chapter came out on Friday, the day after 4th of July. When I had seen that it came out, I read that shit in like 5 minutes, dude.
Damn.
And right after I finished it, I was upset because now I have to wait a whole month before I find out what happens next, dude.
Why was Aaron all like out of it at the end?
When he was in the water?
Yeah, he was like, was it something to do with he saw the memories or something like that of his parents?
Yeah, yeah. So he's kind of like Doctor Strange, where he could see all realities, like past, present, future type of shit like that. So then now he's just like his mind is taken over with information that he doesn't care. Oh, like Bran from Game of Thrones. Remember how
Oh,
Bran was kind of like just weird after he turned into the three-eyed raven? It's just
yeah.
because he knows every and anything in the world, related to its history. Aaron now, he just knows any and everything related to Titans, and he's seen all of his loved ones die and all that shit. So he's just like, all right, dude, I don't really care about anything anymore. He's barely human anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh
Because he
man.
just has this infinite knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah, and it looked like Mikasa and Armin looked like they blushed together. I was like, no, no, don't make the connection yet. No shipping right now.
I already told you, man. I do not like where the story is going because because I fucking hate John. Is that his name? The horse face dude that Aaron hates,
Oh
man.
yeah, yeah,
I hate
yeah,
him
yeah.
too. That dude's a punk. But I think he's gonna end up with Mikasa for real, man. He's always had a crush on her, and I think he's gonna end up being with her, dude. And my feelings are gonna be hurt. I hate that shit, man.
Yep.
Because I dislike him as a character so much. So yeah, man. So now I'm nothing new in Attack on Titan for 30 days, dude. R.I.P. my life, man. And the author or the creator, Isayama, he has the craziest cliffhangers, dude, when it comes to Attack on Titan, man. Like, one month you think, oh man, this is probably the worst cliffhanger he's ever created, And then the next month comes around and you're like, okay, nope, this is the worst cliffhanger he's ever created. And he just somehow levels up in cliffhangers every month, dude. I don't know how he does that shit, man. It's the worst. But yeah, dude. So now I'm in a drought. And yeah, I finished fucking, what is it? Stranger Things season 3 in like 2 days, dude. So now there's really like nothing for me out here in the streets, man. I need to start watching that one.
Battleship
Yeah, that's true. I was
Yamato.
just gonna bring that up. I need to find that. Dude, can I download that anywhere? I might have to download that and put it on my phone or something.
Oh yeah, you probably could. You can rip it. I mean, not rip it, but yeah, there's certain areas you can watch it.
That's what I have to do for the rest of the night, man. I have to download a bunch of Netflix movies, podcasts, so I can watch them on the plane, dude.
Yup.
That is what I need to do. Thank God I got like the big hard drive space on my iPhone this time around, dude. I was like, I could get, the lower one for $100 less, but fuck it, dude. I don't want to run out of room anymore, man.
Exactly.
The feeling where you have to like delete a picture before you take a picture and shit, man, is the worst.
Yep.
Let's see what else, man. But yeah, I think that's it for me. Oh, you finally canceled your Xbox subscription, dude. You got your dollar back.
Heck yeah! Even though I haven't even played or downloaded anything.
So one of the games I really wanted to play on there, I wanted to play a few, but one of the games I really wanted to play on there, Into the Breach. It's like this turn-based strategy game where you can basically you play it over and over, So I don't know how to explain these games, man.
2-bit.
It's not where there's like a new game plus mode, but it's like the game is kind of tricky and difficult, so you could fail. But when you fail, you go back to the beginning of the game with everything that you had before. Does that make sense?
Hardcore mode. Survivor mode.
Maybe it's like survivor mode, but it's like damn, what was that game I played? Samurai.
JetBlue.
No, Samurai on fucking Steam, dude. Where it's like you could finish the story in 10 minutes, and then when you start the story again, you can try to go for a different ending, but you still have all your equipment from last time. Holy shit. Way of the Samurai. Way of the Samurai. It's kind of like that, where you just have the same character that goes into an infinite time loop. Oh my god, I opened up Steam and guess what pops up, dude?
Sekiro.
Tifa Lockhart now available on Dissidia. And
See,
it's like that
see,
same
see,
exact picture
see.
you sent me, dude. Sell fucking Tifa, dude. No way, bro. Crazy. Okay, wait. So I click on this advertisement, right, for Dissidia, and it opens in Steam. It opens up the page for Dissidia, right, and the first thing that it starts playing is a trailer, and the first thing that shows in this trailer is the ESRB rating, right? So this game is T for teen, and listen why: for partial nudity and violence. Yep, it sounds like Tifa's in this game, dude.
Yay!
Holy shit, man. That is too funny. Yeah, if
Yay.
Square ever wants to sell a game, just throw Cloud and Tifa in it, dude. Easy.
Exactly.
And then
And now people are gonna play Dissidia now.
Yeah. Hell yeah, everybody's gonna play this shit. Crazy, dude. That's insane. See, now I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, infinite time loop. So this Enter the Breach game is one of those games where you're like in an infinite time loop. You have like 3 characters that pilot mechs that fight these giant bugs, and you have to protect buildings and things like that. But if you fail, you have the choice of sending one of your mech pilots like back in time to the beginning of the campaign to try and save the world all over again. So I've been doing that, and I just like made this one pilot that was super OP, and I beat the game, dude. So yeah, I never have to buy that game now. Except there's so much more I can do. I just realized I can unlock more mechs. I can unlock more pilots and have a bunch of different like gameplay scenarios, dude. So yeah, perfect game for the Switch. But
What do you give it out of 10?
Enter the Breach, I would give it, oh man, I'd give it a 9 out of 10 actually. This game is pretty great. It's so simple that it's so simple that there's nothing really wrong with it, It's perfect for the Switch. It's something that you just, pick up and play for maybe 5 minutes, then you can put your console to sleep, do whatever you have to do. When you need to drop that deuce after lunch, you can get the game and go right where you left off, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, I think it's a really good game. Let's actually look. What's the Metacritic score for Into the Breach?
100%.
No way. I don't think any game's 100%.
Xenogears.
It's 90%. Oh yeah, so I'm spot on, dude. So yeah, man, I really give this game a 9 out of 10. It's perfect. It's simple gameplay. If you're into, tactics kinds of games, this is for you, like XCOM or Final Fantasy Tactics. This one's for you. It's a lot simpler because you only control like 3 characters. You have special abilities. You can upgrade your mechs with different abilities and stuff like that. No, it's super fun, man. I definitely recommend it for anyone. I'm about to buy it on the Switch, dude. If it ever goes on sale, there's so much more I have to do on it, man. Like I have to unlock all these other mechs and see how the gameplay changes by choosing other stuff. But yeah, no, super fun, man. There's other games that I was unable to finish, so I think when I get more time after I finish some more games, I'll pay the $15 a month to jump back on here again. But unfortunately, there's too many other games that I have to beat, like Final Fantasy VII, before jumping on here, man. Because yeah, the main reason I bought it was to play Metro Exodus, and I just didn't have time to really sit down and play it at all.
Exactly. It just went to the backlog.
Yeah, but I was fortunate enough to try, Into the Breach, which I've been meaning to try for a long time. War Groove, which we've been talking about on here before, and find new games like Moonlighter, which is, I think once you play this game, dude, it's gonna be your perfect game, man. Because it's everything you like, dungeon crawling, and then you get to own a store and sell what you bought on dungeon crawling. So it's pretty sick, dude.
Nice.
Sony just needs to catch up and come out with something like it too. Like put their PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now all in one or something. Which I don't think they'll ever do. Because they're greedy, bro. But yeah, dude. You got your dollar back because you returned it. Any chance in the future of you buying thing?
When it becomes more stable, I could even download the app or whatever. And once I was able to kind of update my computer so that I could download the app, I was like, I give up at that point. So
Yeah, it's still very much so in beta, which is interesting because this, at least on PC, it came out a month ago. So I wonder what other kinks they still have to work out. It's funny too because when I beat Into the Breach, achievements popped up, and I was like, "Ooh, where can I check my achievements?" They don't have that shit on here yet, dude. So yeah, it's kind of insane. It's still in beta. But yeah, I think that is it for us this week. You got anything else going on, man?
that's pretty much it.
All right, I'll be back next week with my full review of. Yeah, no way, dude. There was no way I was able to beat Final Fantasy VII in a week, and I know how to play this game. There's no way I'm gonna beat Xenogears in a week, dude. I can fly around the world and not beat fucking Xenogears, man. But I'll be back with some new insight. Hopefully I get that move that Rick talks about, so I can not have that much trouble at that one point in the game. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Until then, Rick, some words of wisdom?
If you want to get maximum tips, just lay down the dad jokes.
All right, let's go.